Hi, I'm Josh Croup. Welcome to the Pioneer Spotlight, where each week we feature a Point Park Pioneer team, athlete, or coach. And man, it's almost baseball season. You can feel the weather starting to get warmer out there. Well, it depends on the day, really. But let's turn the page over to baseball season and start to preview this exciting Point Park squad with their head coach, Loren Torres. He's here, conference head coach of the year last year. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Always good to be here.
Regular season champs last year, looking to go for the 5th regular season title in the last 6 years. And a big difference this year is the regular season champ gets an automatic bid to nationals. So you don't have to go through the brutal tournament. So early outlook of the team so far, how do they look over in the fall, and what are you looking for in this spring?
Early outlook, we are a lot deeper than last year. We have 14 position players that each is still vying for a starting job. And we haven't been this deep since 2012, so we're excited about that. Obviously, you can only put 9 on the field, so we'll see how much of a substance we can put out on the field. But we're excited. We're excited. The pitching staff's a little deeper, and we've been inside for a few weeks, so we're ready to get down to Florida. 82 degrees and sunny, so we're excited.
Let's talk about that pitching staff first. Addison Domingo, Nick Beardsley coming back. How do you look to utilize Addison this year? He played a lot of different roles last year. Where do you want him to zero in on?
In the last 8-9 years here, our best years have been having a guy out of the bullpen that we can hand the ball at any time in the ball game with a lead, and he'll finish the job. And we feel that Addison's best role is being that guy, being the bullpen guy, the go-to guy that we can hand him the ball in the first inning, in the second inning, in the 9th inning, and we're safe to say that we have a good chance to wrap it up and win the ball game. So we're going to use Addison out of the bullpen. We're not discarding him being a starting guy. We might use him as a starter if he doesn't throw a lot on the weekend as a reliever, and in the same role that we had him last year, which we found a lot of success on the latter part of the year when we started using him out of the bullpen. But we're excited about Addison coming back and being one of the top guys, I think, in the country. I think he's one of the best guys in the country. We have a 1-2 punch that not too many people have not only in the conference but in the country.
And we bring back a lot of starting position players, too, that were key figures last year, specifically in the outfield with Stefan Mercanja in center, and then Edberg Dominguez with the hot gun in right, and then he's also got a good bat. Who are you looking for to fill that third outfield position right now?
Right now, we have 2 guys that are going to platoon a little bit on the front end. They're still competing for the job. Ray Adames, who's a senior, and Cole Haru, who's coming back for his sophomore year. Both very talented. They both run well. They both have a very good arm, and so they're very similar. Now Cole pitches a lot, so we're going to use him as a starting pitcher, and that's going to give Ray an opportunity to get out there naturally. But they're going to compete. They're going to compete for the job, and down in Florida, we'll get out of there with that's going to be someone's job when we finish the trip. And going back to having a lot of returning guys, we have 14 seniors this year, 13 seniors and 10 juniors. So we're older, and it's made it a real smooth preseason, and 12 out of the 14 position players are returning guys. So we're excited about having a maturity, experience, and giving us a chance to find an identity sooner rather than later.
You mentioned Cole Haru, and you mentioned returners. His brother, Jake Haru, coming back this year after missing last year. What's it going to like to get Jake back in the lineup?
Losing Manny Lopez last year was our only big loss. I feel a hole that's going to be difficult to fill. But having Jake come into the lineup fills that hole really well, and so we're happy to have him back. Not only he's still getting his arm back into the swing of things to get on the mound, so that's a possibility that you might see 2-3 weeks into the season where we start using him out of the bullpen as well. Will that change Addison's role? Possibly. So we're still waiting for his arm to get ready to pitch. But I'm excited to have Jake back, and his baseball sense is off the charts, and he's a team guy, and a redshirt senior or a medical redshirt senior that's going to give us a lot of production offensively.
In production offensively, a lot of that came from Manny Lopez last year, the conference leader in home runs. So the conference loses Manny. What is the conference looking like this season, and where do you think you guys are stacking up there with a couple really competitive teams?
I feel good about our team with the experience and the substance that we're bringing to the table. I think that we're going to be the team to beat this year. Granted, we got to get down there, the bell's got to ring, and we got to play well. So, so I'm just, on paper, I think that we're the better team in the conference. And so that puts, that raises our, we always have a high standard here at Point Park, and anything that under making the national tournament for us is not meeting our standard. But we're going in, and I feel good about saying that we're probably the team to beat this year with as many returning guys as we have. And the conference is very competitive. You'll still have Rio Grande be very competitive, and IU Southeast be very competitive, and West Virginia Tech, Kokomo, midway back from going into their second year in the conference. It is definitely going to come down to the weekends and possibly the final 2 weekends, but we feel good about our chances. And granted that we have to get out there and get it done. But as far as like us having the team to get it done, we do have both the experience and the capabilities.
Well, we'll get to see our first look at the team down in Florida, February 24th through the 28th. We'll be in spring break, but they'll be working hard down in the Sunshine State. Head to PointParkSports.com for all the latest updates on this team. Follow us on Twitter at PointParkSports, and be sure to catch this team in the first River States Conference Series of the year, immediately back from Florida against IU Kokomo in that first weekend of March. Coach, thanks a lot for coming down.
Good
luck
me.
this
Yes,
season.
Sir.